Hello, dear viewers. Thank you for joining me for your daily tarot reading. I ask you to choose the stone that draws you, the one that feels right to you. And we'll begin. All right, for those of you who chose this brown fossil, we have the Three of Swords, the Tower, and the Two of Wands. All right. Well, don't get too worried about the Three of Swords. There is no fresh blood dripping here. This is a wound that you've had. This is a trouble that keeps on sort of surfacing. It may be hurt feelings from a relationship or something someone says. It may be a painful thought. Swords can be thoughts. It may be a pattern. But it's something that is hurtful to you, and it's been there. It's nothing new. Sometimes when this shows up, it's an opportunity for us to see it and to do something about it and to maybe reflect upon it, or maybe make some progress in getting rid of something that is a repeated kind of hurt for us, or frustration. It doesn't have to be a hurt. It can be a frustration. We have the Tower here. That's your major arcana. So there's a change in your life right now. It can be, that's probably why I was led to say that about this. It can be that there's a change in a pattern of thinking, or there's change in a relational pattern, or something that you have the opportunity to make right now. Because something suddenly happened, something happened that sort of activated this. It can be a conversation, it can be an event, but the Tower simply comes about when something happens that changes things for us. It can shake things up a bit, or it can shake things up a lot. The Tower, especially too now when we're in this time of great change, can be just over this time for you. I mean, there may be great changes happening in your life that you're already aware of, that you know are there. It may have you exploring your options. We got the Two of Wands there. So this man has got the world in his hands. He's the world explorer. He's exploring his options. So that can be, I feel like something happens, and it can be as simple as a conversation, but something happens that has you reevaluating your priorities, because the wands a lot of times are priorities and goals. You may be reevaluating between two main priorities, but the goal is to pull out these swords, pull out some recurrent source of heartache or disappointment. So these are very interesting cards. But this is a hopeful card. This is active. I'm taking an active approach to my future card. So I think that Tower brings an opportunity. For those of you who chose the olive green stone, we have the Ace of Cups, the Three of Coins, and the Page of Coins. So none of these are major arcana, so probably not anything huge today, but these are nice cards. They're really good cards, actually. This is a day you're making progress on building your security. Page of Coins can be, I've picked up a new job, I've picked up some new money, an opportunity to increase my security. It doesn't have to be money. Pentacles can be health or something else that increases your security. But you've picked it up. So today might be a good day to make a little progress on in that area. And the Three of Coins is sort of working to build some new security. So this is new, this is new. These are new things in your life that you're doing, and you've been doing perhaps with this three. Maybe in consultation with some other people, or taking advantage of some expertise, or you've got some support, but you are building some new security. And the Ace of Cups, in the context of this reading, I feel like is really good. It's an opportunity from Spirit. Whenever the hand comes out of the cloud like that, I always take that as an opportunity from the universe, handing it to you for peak emotional experience, like a nice, like comfort or hopefulness or enjoying something. Spirit is wanting to bring that to you. So, in fact, today may be a day where you're enjoying work, where you're enjoying something you're doing to build your security. You know, a lot of times we have this false dichotomy in our thinking. We're thinking that it's either work or play. But sometimes, you know, work can be quite enjoyable, or an effort toward greater security can be quite enjoyable. So, and you might have a nice conversation with somebody who is supportive of your efforts to build your security. So, those are good cards. All right. For those of you who chose the orange stone, we have the Queen of Coins, the Five of Cups, the Five of Coins. All right, none of these are major arcana, so probably not a big issue in your life right now. It's probably more of a daily issue or something that's transient. But you have great security here. You're the type who's built up some security. That's the Earth Mother card. You know, you've gotten, yeah, I mean, you're established. Yeah. However, then we have these two cards. Now, these two cards suggest a feeling of lack. Like the Five of Cups can be disappointment. This person is looking at spilled cups, and cups a lot of times are about emotion. So the standing cups still have positive emotion, a feeling of well-being, a feeling of security, right? Emotional security. Then the spilled cups are disappointments. Now, nothing huge, no major arcana here. It can be, sometimes we get this Five of Cups when we are sitting there looking at past disappointments, and it's kind of hard on our mood. It's not helping us, you know? We have the Five of Coins here too, and that's also about lack. It can be real lack, you know, like you're worried about money or other kinds of security. It can be a real lack, or you feel shut out in the cold, like you're not getting an opportunity, maybe others are, or you're not welcomed in. It can have to do with work. If you're out of work right now, there can be financial troubles here. It can be minor, though, too, because we don't have any major arcana here. So it could just simply be things are a little tight. You know, it could just be that. Or maybe things are not tight, but I'm sitting here thinking, I should save something. You know, I'm a little worried. About the future. So that could be that, too. But the point is, these two are about to go into the church where there's warmth and there's sustenance, right? And this guy can turn around and look at the two cups that are standing and focus on what he has and what's looking hopeful for the future. So I feel like the fives, a lot of times, they're not a stable number. They're an odd number. They're more dynamic. They're more transient. I feel like these we have some choice in. A lot of times Spirit shows me one of these cards when Spirit is saying, you've got a choice. You don't have to look at it this way. You know, you can look at it a different way. So I get this card to remind me not to sit there focusing on the negative in the past. And this card is suggesting some real good security and stability that you have built through your maturity. And I think that's the main takeaway from this reading, that this is your tendency. This will be your tendency. And we don't need to worry too much or overanalyze difficulties. In fact, what will expand if we focused on it is what we have, the positive, and these two moving toward the positive. All right. For those of you who chose the black and white stone, we have the Ace of Swords, we have the Queen of Cups, and we have the Four of Coins. So no major arcana here either. This might just be a sort of a regular kind of typical day. And you're doing just fine with that Queen of Cups. You seem calm. You seem like you've got it together. The waters can rush by. You're okay. However, that might hide a bit of a feeling of insecurity here with the Four of Coins. You may be a little worried or feel like your security is threatened. Okay, and security can be money, can be health, can be routines, relationships, community, whatever. But that's what's going on inside. So, but this Queen of Cups, you know, she's good at that. She's got the maturity. She has self-control. The lid's on her cup. She's maybe more concerned with helping others to be calm and know that it's going to be okay. So sometimes that's a burden, though, too. With that maturity comes that burden. Then we have the Ace of Swords. That spirit trying to give you a new epiphany, a new plan, a new idea. I think it's about having an epiphany about victory coming in, you know, focusing on what you're doing well. What already, I feel like there's been a time of challenge and makes you feel less secure, but you're just doing it. You're doing so well with it. And you're weathering it emotionally. Because see, now the Queen of Cups, she's got some really good understanding of her own emotions and how to manage those. I think you're doing great. And I think the Ace of Swords maybe wants to be a more realistic perspective so you don't worry. Because this guy does hang on to his security. The Ace of Swords can also come up when you want to plan. And it's really nice when it comes up then because you may be hearing some guidance from the other side without even realizing it. A thought comes into your head and it's like, oh, this would be good. Or this is a way to look at it. Or sometimes they help us out on the other side. So that's always encouraging too. Well, I thank you all so much. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.